अस्सलामुअलैकुम, आई एम फरजीन और आज हम आपसे एक बहुत दिलचस्प कहानी शेयर करने वाले हैं. Today we are going to tell you a story of a boy who was merely in class 9th and started teaching others. This story is inspirational at many levels. I would not kill the curiosity by telling it myself, but we'd like to interview Mr. Syed Safdar Abbas Naqvi, who will share his valuable life story with us, how he became so much good in spoken English और कैसे वो एक स्टूडेंट होते हुए दूसरे स्टूडेंट्स को इंग्लिश आगे पढ़ाने लगे और उनकी जो एक्सपर्टीज हैं उनको उन्होंने रीच किया. सो फर्स्टली वीड like to talk to him that what was the inspiration for him to develop such beautiful skills of spoken English. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. How are you doing? It's a great honor for me to be here today, and that's really interesting. I really don't know what you're gonna ask me, but I'm really interested to give you an answer.
Okay, so Safdar, we have heard about you, we have read about you. It is very interesting that you started such an extensive career in such a young age, and you were brilliant at speaking in English at a very early age. So how you started getting grip of that skill? Were you enrolled in a very good English school, or what was the story behind it?
Actually, when I was in 9th class, I started teaching. I'm one of the youngest professional teacher, and that was a great opportunity. I must say it was also a blessing. I was so much impressed and inspired by so many people in my life. So I felt that lots of people, even in India, it's very common that lots of people they speak in English. So why not in Pakistan? So in a very young age, I started watching different kind of English movies, and I developed some listening habits. So even when I was only in 9th class, I was asked to teach an institution. So in my institution, there were lots of students who were actually MA, MPhil, and I've been teaching to them. So I think it was a blessing, and it was benedictions of my parents.
It is amazing. I also watch English movies, but I've never got such beautiful grip on the words though. All of the students must be watching. You said that you have had developed some listening skills which helped you. तो वो listening skills क्या थे, वो practices क्या थे जिन्होंने आपको इतना help किया है?
I think you must watch talk shows because आपका वो बहुत ज़्यादा help करते हैं. They tell you कि आपने किसी के सामने like how you're going to present yourself before others. And apart from that, I used to watch different English movies. I used to listen different kinds of songs, and I used to practice them a lot. I think Pakistan में जो सबसे बड़ा मसला है, that's about the practice. We all want to speak English, and we all want to speak really good English, but the main problem is that we never practice. And I think we should practice it on daily basis. It doesn't matter if you speak wrong English or incorrect English, but it matters when you speak in English. Like I can say that, I can give you a very beautiful example here. If the person is deaf, he would be dumb as well, because he is unable to listen, so he can't speak. तो मुझे लगता है कि first of all you should develop some listening habits, because until unless आप उसको नहीं सुनते हैं, जो देखे like commonly we speak Punjabi here, Urdu here, it's not because our mother tongue is Urdu or Punjabi. It is all because we listen and we speak. So I must say कि अगर आप कोई भी चीज़ देख रहे हैं तो आपको उसकी practice करनी चाहिए. As the way I practice, I used to write sentences और फिर उसको I used to form them in different topics, और फिर शीशे के सामने बैठ के मैं उसको practice करता. I used to say that कि कैसे दिखना चाहिए मुझे, how I have to behave in front of others. So I think you learn a lot if you practice.
Every successful story have these turning points, these moments that make you firm enough that now I am going to change my life. And I'm sure your life must have a lot of turning points which has turned you into this person. So we'd like to know, for a person that you have become in such a young age, what were those turning points that give you a real shift in the life?
Basically, I belong to really mediocre family, and for us it was even not enough to have 2 times meal. So in that circumstances, I felt that there like I need to be something. So one of my friends, he advised me that you should learn English. And even one day I was just speaking over the phone. I was outside my house, and Munawwar Ahmed Said, who was a director at the Times College, he was there as well by coincidence. And then he heard me, and then he asked me, right there, he just asked me, he said, we have a teacher, he's from DC University, but he's not feeling well, he's not coming, he has got some cardiac issues, so why don't you come and teach on his behalf? So I was astounded, मैं हैरान था कि how could I teach, because I was studying in 9th class at the moment. But I think I'm really off to Munawwar Ahmed Said Saab. He encouraged me a lot, and with his guidance, with his true guidance, I think that emerged me a lot to be a good teacher. And if whatever I am, it's of him, and as I said before, it's also a blessing of Allah Almighty.
So it is very genuine to say that age is definitely just a number, and even the class you're studying in is just a number as well. Why? Because we cannot imagine somebody teaching an MPhil student or a complete class of master's students just in class 9. It's not about in which class you're studying, it is about what skill you hold. So in Pakistan, for me, I think where we lack is the skill development. We focus mostly on rote learning, we focus mostly on cramming our subjects, but where we lack is we do not develop a certain skill. So I would like to know from you, I want to take it from you, that how skill is the thing that has got you where you are right now these days.
I must say that we can't cram and sort of the language, alright? It's quite different. It comes with your practice, your exposure. Basically, हमारे environment में क्या होता है कि if somebody is speaking in English, we laugh at him, we mock at him. So we never encourage him and appreciate him. So I think it is very difficult for a person who really wants to speak in English. But I must say that if you really want to excel yourself, so I think you have to improve yourself, because if you improve your language, you improve your personality. And if your personality is good, so you can get every opportunity that you want, and you can surpass everything, you can conquer the whole world. This is what I have learned. I have aspiration in my life to conquer the world, and I felt that the only barrier that I faced, that was the language. So I tried to overcome it, and I used to talk online. I used to make friends online. I used to talk to them in English, and that was an amazing. And even still, I try to speak with people. I try to get every opportunity to speak with people and learn from the people. Now, it's been like 14 years I've been teaching English language, and I have taught so many international courses.
Let me correct myself, 14 years it has been?
Yes, it is.
Okay, that's brilliant.
Because I started my career in a very young age. As I told you before, that I was only 9th class. I was probably 15 or 16.
They say that difficulties, or the need derives people to get into a certain profession or get to wherever they are right now. So for your life, while you had decided to become good and proficient in English, so how the needs helped you to carry a good career in your hand, and how your career went from step 1 to further on, from class 9th, how you managed to study and teach and take everything of the life responsibilities on your shoulder, how it was for you.
Well, honestly speaking, it had never been so easy. Like my parents died in a very young. They died in so early in my age. I was only in 9th class when my mother died, and then my father died. So for me, it's never been easy. But I strived a lot. I believe in perseverance. I believe in hard work. So this is what I did in my life. And I think secondly, I wanted to be a doctor in my childhood, but I couldn't be because I couldn't afford that. And I think I was destined to be a teacher. This is what I didn't select, but this is what I want to be, and I really want to get excellence in my job now. And I have worked as a manager at ETS NTS Center. I worked as a chief examiner at the UK Board Agency. I worked for United Nations for their project for HIV/AIDS and prevention as a board of director. So I've worked with so many renowned and multinational companies in my life. And lots of people, they don't get this opportunity in their old age, even having high degrees in their hands. But I had no degree, and nobody asked me ever about my degrees. They just judged me, and then there are things that went on in my life. So I think that was a blessing that I have firm belief, and I'm really content person. I always believe in Allah Pak, that He's always there for every person. So in this way, Allah Almighty helped me a lot in my career.
So it's also about the faith and firm belief. Yeah, one must have this. While giving every career counseling lecture, there's one prominent thing जो हम सब students से कहते हैं, and that is to have belief. अपने अंदर, अल्लाह के अंदर यकीन रखना. That belief makes you so strong that you can reach anywhere you want it, anywhere you aim. It's not again about the degrees. Finally, जो students हमारे अभी भी mock होते हैं, because I go through similar experiences when you get out in the crowd and you try to speak a foreign language. English still is a foreign language, even if it's in our roots now, still it is. So we get mocked very badly, and mostly students just shatter in the way. वो जो breaking ice वाला moment होता है उनके लिए, it is just not there for them because they're crushed. तो कैसे वो overcome करें इस fear को? Because it is a very genuine fear. I know I've been there. So how you would ask them to overcome this fear and just go through it?
I must say the confidence, it plays very vital role to achieve anything in your life. If you have no confidence, you can't get anything in your life. So at the first, I must say कि आपके अंदर एक confidence होना चाहिए. The confidence that you can conquer the world with your spirit, with your determination, with your hard work. Because अगर आपका confidence है, तो आप बस बोलो, ये नहीं देखो कि other person जो है वो शायद आपका मजाक उड़ा रहा है या आपको correct कर रहा है. Because मुझे लगता है कि there are so many people who can laugh at you but who can't correct you. आपको correct नहीं कर सकते. अगर आपको correct नहीं कर सकता, nobody has a right to laugh at you or jeer at you. So I must say कि एक तो आप में confidence होना चाहिए. Doesn't matter if in the beginning you make some mistake, you can overcome to this by your practice. Second thing is that I must say you should develop some listening habits. I think people over here, they don't do anything. They just want to speak, but they have, yeah, definitely, and they don't do practice even. So I must say they have to practice. You can listen to the songs, watch the movies with subtitles. That helps you a lot. And I think one more thing that improves your vocabulary, that is, I think a person needs to watch news every day, English news. I think if you watch BBC or CNN, that could be difficult. बहुत difficult हो जाएगा because they use typical foreign accent. So I think you should watch some English news channel, Pakistani news channels like Dawn देख सकते हैं.
Al Jazeera is quite understandable.
Yes, तो आप उसको देख सकते हैं, and that helps you improve to improve your vocabulary. Because I must say that watching news can help you a lot. You increase and enhance your vocabulary. क्योंकि उसमें daily basis के ऊपर ही बात हो रही होती है on current issues. तो आपको current vocabulary मिल रही होती है. And when they are speaking, try to look at their physical shape of their mouth. Because the way they utter the sounds, that's a bit different. क्योंकि हम लोग बोलते हैं emergency, but when you listen into the news, they would pronounce it emergency, right? So I think in this way you can polish and improve your pronunciation, and you can learn a lot of vocabulary words. And one more thing, I think being a teacher, we can tell you how to learn. We can't inculcate it into your mind. So for this you have to practice. And the third thing is that practice, which itself is very important. If you find someone, अगर आपके पास कोई बंदा है, you should speak with him at least 1 or 2 hours in English. And if you have like 15 to 20 minutes, that's even more than enough. But do it on daily basis, and try to speak. This is what I want to say. And be confident. and sit before the mirror, शीशे के सामने बैठिए, try to practice your topics. आप लोगों से जो बात करना चाह रहे हैं, write it, jot it down and practice it as well. So that will help you a lot.
Thank you. It was lovely talking to Safdar. We have learnt a lot today. Even if I say about myself, I have. So everybody who wants to learn and speak in English, there has been so many guidelines for all of you. Be very confident and keep practicing. The key to develop any skill is the practice. So keep practicing and keep speaking in English.